Welcome. Today I will be using my experience at Wcue to help you with making morphs. I would like to specify, I'm not teaching you how to make a specific morph. These are just tips for making them that I find make them look more cohesive. Let's jump in. Tip 1. Small details matter. I often find the smallest details can help pull a morph together. I highly recommend fades, which I will talk about later, but I highly recommend any type of fade somewhere: leg fade, face fade, tail fade, even body fade. Fades help make a morph look more unique, but they are not always needed. I tend to add a lot of details around the face and legs, but that's up to you. GPS don't really carry morphs, but how much they help the morph is more based off of how the morph is looking, and you defo do not need any GPS to make a good-looking morph. I'm making my morph quite fluffy. I find that I'm personally better at fluffy morphs than short hairs, but that might be different for you. However, I recommend consistency. Don't make a super fluffy face and have no fluff on the body. If you have GPS, I recommend braided stripes or rosettes, but if you don't have GPS, brindle can look quite good if you make it. I like using cape, back stripe, and body stripe for fades, and I often throw in a whole body marking too. Scars can be nice, but I recommend giving thought into them. They look better if they look tied in with the morph. Now, fades. I love fades Zim, and they help make morphs a lot. You can go light to medium, dark to medium, whatever you want to do really. I like tying my body markings in with my fades. I don't do crazy fades like that. Fade that used to be really popular where plils would do green to pink, but you can do that if you like. I recommend doing a light brainstorm with the template colors like I'm doing here. It's much easier to do with the new undo button. These swatches are very helpful, as I was going to make this morph tan to blue, but decided a brown fade fit this morph more. I often tie markings in with my fades by making them the opposite color or the next color in the fade. It's hard to explain, but to understand, better just watch me do a body fade where I fade with the next fade color. I'm going to be silent for most of the fade, might pop in here or there. This is what I call a opposite color fade, but I decide to do the next fade color fade. This is a more blocky fade, as I really wanted the fade to pop instead of being more of an accent. FaceTime. I like to use all the face markings to give the face a really good looking fade. If you add axe, then I recommend going for a color that fits. The color scheme for this color scheme. I chose yellow for the axe. I'm using the same colors I used for the body fade for the face fade. Adding the pop ad glitch. It's not an exploit. This glitch is perfectly fine to do. Hope y'all enjoyed. Here is the final product. We have thank you. Marigold at quit. Thank you. Pebble. Thank you. Wcue quit. Thank you. Northern Lights. Thank you. Lucky Fox quit. And all of you watching, you're the only reason I kept going and got this far. So thank you everyone.